Welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. And you are with myself, Joel, the host of JG's Fight Talk, and the man with the plan, my co-host, End of the Sandman. But before we go into the live watch along for Dacres versus Terrero, we're going to have some of this.
Have a little bit of this.
Are you ready?
So welcome to JG's Fight Talk. You are here for a live watch along between Dacres and Terrero. Dacres, 27 years old, 1 fight, 1 win. And to be fair, it looks in great condition, I have to say this time. It looks in great condition, doesn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. He's definitely one for the cameras anyway.
Oh yes, he's one for my wife.
I know.
Alvaro Terrero.
I hope he gets his face bashed up.
18 fights, 5 wins, 3 knockouts and 2 draws. So
wow. He's a face more suited to radio.
And he's definitely got a boxer's nose.
Oh, absolutely.
I thought mine was bad. Yeah. Here we go. Looking forward to this one. See, Dacres obviously went the full term last time. Are we going to see something a bit more snappy and dangerous this time? Or are we going to have a bit of the same? Here we go. Round 1.
Here we go. Round 1. Let's rock.
So, Solomon Dacres, very elusive in his movement. Very good head movement. Works behind the jab well. But it looks like this guy hasn't turned up to be a walkover, has he? Throwing some good punches, actually.
Yeah, he threw a great combination there.
Yeah, good shots to the body there. And Solomon, very Anthony Joshua-esque in his movement. Very relaxed. Working behind the jab. Good right hand there by Terrero again.
Yeah. I mean, like, Terrero's forcing the action here. Now, I know I keep on wanting to call this fella Dacres after the...
And the mad thing is, with this one, is the fact that you've only got 6 rounds, so you've got to work quite quickly. It's not one of those...
No. He's thrown a nice combination there.
Oh, big overhand right, but just missed there. Dacres is a big lad, though. Oh, there's a cut to the left eye of Terrero already. I don't know. I didn't see what happened there. Did you, Ender?
Well, I mean, he did show a nice combination earlier. So,
yeah.
I mean, we didn't see him come round. So, by the time he came round there, we might have seen it. But, you know, I mean...
That's bleeding quite a bit, isn't it?
Yes, bleeding love, as Leona Lewis might say.
Oh, dear. Yeah, it's a nick, isn't it?
I could see him with Leona Lewis. Did make a nice...
Right in the corner, isn't it? Of the left eye. And it is bleeding a fair bit now.
It is, because it's all over...
it's all over Solomon.
Solomon's shoulders. Yeah, I call him Solomon because...
But no, some good shots at the moment. As I say, working that jab well. Solomon hasn't thrown too much in this first round, but I think he's just trying to judge a distance, isn't he? Trying to, you know, figure out the opponent. It's usually the first round.
But he has come in better in the second half of the first round.
Oh, good right hand there. Oh, he's starting to unload now.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Like, I mean, that right hand
big shots there.
Wonderful. Oh, very good, yeah. No, I actually...
that cut is... it's a tiny nick, isn't it? But it's...
Yeah, but obviously the vessel was
everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah, but I like what I see from Solomon, because he's very composed, you know, and that combination he throws, you know, he's a nice puncher, and he does remind me a lot of Anthony Joshua, the way he punches as well. You know?
Yeah. The movement, having that left hand down, it's very similar. Lingardino, hello again. Big fan of Terrero. Oh, well, you have to tell us a bit more about him.
Yeah,
you know, we only know what BoxRec tells us really on this one. and even they're wrong quite a lot of the time. So, yeah, give us some more info. We're always happy to learn more about
But I can
fights.
see
First round, Solomon Dacres takes the first round quite
yeah, he
convincingly.
takes it for me on his just on the ringmanship and on the shots that he did score were very powerful. Now, had he not had the second half, he had the first half of the fight belonged to Ferrero, not Ferrero. Terrero, not Mr.
Ferrero. Oh, you're spoiling us.
With these shots, you're really spoiling us. But Solomon came into the second half of the fight, and that's what won him the round for me. So, yeah, I'm giving it to Solomon
No,
there.
definitely. I think we might see Solomon up it in this second round to think, I've hurt him. I was starting to get to him later on in that. So we shall see. But he's very, very composed at the moment. Almost relaxed, isn't he? Very relaxed.
Yeah, very covered in Vaseline over his right.
Yeah, he's got a lot, hasn't he, over the eyebrows?
Yeah.
But I tell you, Terrero does throw some big shots.
He does, and he's a strong man. Like, look at him. I mean, and Solomon there did the whole.
A good left hand there, but Solomon took that really well. Lingardino, a great fighter, can take some hits, and when he lands, it definitely hurts.
Yeah, I can see that from this.
Yeah,
it's very good. And did you see
the eyes again, though? The eyes.
Did you see the way Solomon did the whole Captain America relaunch there with his two fists?
Yeah, that eye's definitely taken the nick again.
Yeah, but I mean, like.
But then you target the eye, don't you? If you know it's weak.
Of course you do. Of course you do. I mean, that's what a clever boxer does. You target that eye. I mean,
big right hand by Solomon there.
Yeah, it's not up to him to kind of do that. That's the referee in the corner's job,
Yeah.
Like the boxing is a brutal sport.
Big jab there. I'll tell you, Solomon Dacres has got a great jab as well. But
yeah. And
good combination.
Lingardino said, I mean, this guy here, he can take a punch and he can throw a punch, and Solomon is looking really good against it, So it speaks so well of him, that he's doing.
Solomon's landing some really good shots, like very precise. He's literally working that eye, isn't he?
Yeah.
Really well. But also landing just some great jabs as well.
Yeah, and I'm loving his combination punches. I mean, he punches well. He's very skillful, I mean.
Yes. KK. Hello, Ender. Hello, JG. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, man.
Nice to have you on. How do you see this one going? How do you see the other fights going this evening? Let us know in the comments your predictions for the night, for this fight, all the other fights on the card. Let us know how you're seeing it.
This is funny because I'm not a big enjoyer of the bigger guys, but I'm enjoying this fight because you've got a very good boxer here against a very good fighter, and they're both up for both throwing,
Yeah, a good mix. It's a
really good mix. It's not just slugging for the sake of it either.
To be fair, it's quite a testing fight for Solomon's second fight. That's quite a test because you think you look at Alvaro Terrero's record. I love that name, Alvaro Terrero. Just rolls off.
Terrero.
18 fights. So to go in, and 5 wins. I know he's obviously lost a lot of those as well. He's had 2 draws. So he's had 7 without a loss out of 18. But that's still quite high for a second opponent for someone. That's quite a step up.
It's a tough test. And as Lingardino was saying, he's a heavy puncher, as we can see. And he's a fighter, and he can take a punch. So it is a great test for Solomon here. But I really like what I see from Solomon because, let's face it, we've seen other heavyweights that have really flattered to deceive, And
just to let you know, KK's put Ritson to win by KO. If you've seen our prediction, we put those out earlier in a week. Check them out. we did the prediction for the Ritson fight, and I said quite early on,
You did.
Ritson's going to want to come out and give something because he needs to. Just back to this quickly though. Landing some big shots, Terrero. Big shots.
Terrero's really come out here in his third round, and I'm enjoying this fight.
Solomon's still,
Oh, he's very composed.
defending well.
Like, the one thing I like about Solomon here is this guy is coming in throwing big bombs, and Solomon is not phased by it. He's not losing. He's not losing his composure, and that's what's great about this test. That's what's great about having a fighter.
We're going to see whether Dacres has the minerals, basically. When you've got someone that just won't leave you alone.
Yeah, and is really heavy puncher. I mean, and you just saw what he did. He just pulled his whole body back out of the way. I mean, and that's a skill in itself, I mean, it's... I have to say, of all the heavyweight prospects, English heavyweight prospects I've seen, I'm most impressed by Solomon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this fight's really impressing me because it's the level of his opponent.
I believe he's Sam Jones. He's a Sam Jones fighter.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. So you got to get...
He's gone down, but it's a slip. So I wasn't convincing on that one. I'll have to look back at the replay on that one.
Well, the referees adjudged it as a push. So
we'll have a look when they show the replay.
Yeah, they'll show the replay because even
Ronaldinho's jumped in again. Definitely going to be a knockout in the main fight. Don't know by who though. Yeah, well, yeah.
That's a good prediction. That's good. Well, I said Ritson on points. I'm kind of the outlier at this stage but I did say that
only because the other guy's quite resilient. 27 fights, 27 wins, 17 knockouts. But there's knockouts in his armory, so it could go either way. We're looking forward to it. We'll be covering that one on as well. But this one, I have to say, 30 seconds to go around 3. Dacres showing a really good performance here.
Absolutely. I mean,
Terrero, as I say, very resilient man. Standing there, he keeps coming forward. But Dacres, he's just picking his punches well. And when Terrero just gets that bit closer, he lands a big shot and it seems to push him right back again. So
yeah.
He uses his strength well, he uses his weight well. Very good with his height and reach.
And one of his defense is very good. He's just pulled back there from a few very heavy shots.
And as you say, very AJ-esque in his approach.
Very, and that's what I mean. A very skilled guy up at that weight, And he does look like AJ. In fairness, he's
in a second fight.
He's very defined. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed.
You wouldn't think that's his second fight. No chance.
Sorry?
You wouldn't think that's his second fight.
No, absolutely not. And I'm wondering what his amateur pedigree is like and why he wasn't continued on. Was he part of the Boxing England setup,
I don't know, to be perfectly honest.
Well, I know who will know very shortly.
Really impressed by him.
I have to say.
In the comments, here we go. KK Ponce has put KO'd guys that had 3 wins, 50 losses. Well, yeah. Say no more. But we'll see. Yeah, we shall see.
You definitely have to get an interview with Solomon, Joel.
Yeah. I'll see what I can do. You
hit up Sam there and tell him you want it.
I'm trying to get Sam on as well, to be honest. I think it'd be great to have him.
Of course, if you do interview Solomon, you're going to have a person with you for the interview, and it won't be me.
Yeah, true. Oh,
she'll be hanging out. She's like, I just happened to pop by.
Yeah. No, Dacres landing some good body shots there.
Yeah.
He's got some fantastic left hooks as well.
Yeah.
His movement for his height.
That's
brilliant.
what I mean. Like the way he can pull in and out so quickly. Like I'm impressed with everything I see here with
as we say, we're in round 4, 1 minute 50 to go. Good combination there by Dacres. As you say, 2 punches, then gets out of the way. 2 punches, gets out of the way. Terrero, very much finding it more difficult now, not throwing as much.
Well, I'd say he's
big shot there by Solomon, and he seems to be. The ref's called it. The ref's called it.
He did seem to have slowed a lot, and his reactions weren't as good. So I know it seemed slightly premature, but I don't think it was going any other way. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, to be fair to the ref there, he's done the right thing, really, in my opinion.
Solomon's won.
Yeah, Solomon just won that one. As I say, if anyone's tuning in for the first time, head over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button on JG's Fight Talk. When we're not doing live watch-alongs, we've got interviews, previous watch-alongs, quick predict show, and we've got a new show starting this week that me and Enda are looking forward to, and we've got a special guest coming on. Woohoo! So, yeah, hit the subscribe button and follow the journey of JG's Fight Talk. That's all I can say. And we'll be back for Ritson, Ponce. How do I donate to the channel? Honestly, mate, we don't take donations.
You don't need money because, like, I don't know. It might cost Joel things. It doesn't cost me a thing, so I don't mind at all. But I don't know how
it all works anyway, mate, to be honest.
But like, there's no point as well, I think, because you go down that road and then you're dividing your fan base.
What I am doing is I am boxing for cancer research. If you are on Twitter, KK, find on there. I've got a post on my Twitter page. You can, you can donate to that, and it goes to Cancer Research UK.
Yeah, and we all get to see Joel get beaten up in December.
Yeah, and I'm fighting, doing a white collar fight for charity. So yeah, if you want to donate, feel free to go over to there and chuck some money on there. But if not, just stay with us and enjoy the live watch along. But as we say, we got to the end of this one. Yeah, good win for Solomon Dacres. Really impressed there.
Very impressive win. Because like Lingardino was telling us, like
a win by stoppage. Ref jumps in 4th round. So well done, Solomon Dacres. As I say, we don't sort of really need to watch his hand get raised. But another good performance. Another one for you to watch, because we keep on finding people now, don't we?
Yeah, one to watch, absolutely. He's definitely going on our one to watch list.
But no.
Look at that smile. What age is he, like 23 or something?
He does look young.
He does look young.
Wasn't he 20? No, he's 27.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. But he's a very young-looking face. When he smiled there, he looked very young.
Well, Enda, thank you very much.
See you for what's our next fight?
Thank you to everyone for tuning in.
We're in for the Babbage smash. That's our next one.
Yeah, it's coming up shortly. So we'll be back for Alan Babbage versus Damian Chambers coming up shortly. Enda, thank you very much for joining me. As always, my right-hand man, my co-host. And
right-hand man.
Until then, Enda,
have some of that.
Have some of that.
Are you